Minister for Education and Culture Myron Walwyn has announced the coming on stream of a scheme that would require teachers to be licensed to teach and made agreements for local education officials to benefit from UK education institutions. The initiative is part of a new structure geared to having teachers maintain minimum standards of performance in order to continue in the profession. The announcement by the Education Minister came while making a ministerial statement in the House of Assembly on February 12th, while reporting on his recent visit to the UK, where he and other senior officials from the ministry met with Hertfordshire County Council education officials.
A system for monitoring the performance and the development of teachers would be at the heart of this initiative. We realize that our students can only perform as well as they're instructed, and therefore we must now hold our teachers to a higher standard. Madam Speaker, I do not foresee that such licensing will prevent teachers from teaching, but rather help us to assess their needs in order to help each teacher get up to one standard that will be applied throughout all our schools. Madam Speaker, to ensure the licensing of teachers and other changes are implemented and monitored successfully, with our Hertfordshire County counterparts, we have discussed and planned the creation of a system to inspect schools and monitor their standards and quality in both its physical infrastructure and educational offerings. We realize that we must reform the way the Department of Education functions to allow it to provide that added layer of accountability and standardization.
According to the Education Minister, the discussions were fruitful and agreements were made in several areas. He said they were able to enter into an understanding to twin the Sandringham School, ranked 5th out of over 12,000 schools in the UK, with the Elmore Stout High School to advise and share experiences on better management and governing of the school.
That school has over 1,300 students, yet its campus was smaller than that of Elmore Stout High. The campus was well organized and outfitted with practical means of utilizing the space and providing a superior learning environment for students. Madam Speaker, this raised a question in my mind as to whether, given the financial challenges of our time, a proper investment in restructuring the space and modernizing the campus of Elmore Stout might be a much more worthwhile effort. It is a question that I will continue to invite our community and certainly the members of this Honourable House to share their feedback with me and with my ministry.
Minister Walwyn also spoke of the importance to cater to the need for differently abled children. He said progress is being made in getting help from partners in Hertfordshire County. The Education Minister also pointed to steps to address the unique challenges affecting differently abled children in the territory.
I am particularly elated that we were able to discuss a short-term consultancy to review the current special needs arrangements and advise on how they could be developed. The consultancy will provide a comprehensive analysis of our needs in human resources, training, and facilities in order for us to properly monitor these students in our system. Madam Speaker, I met quite recently with the parents of children who are differently abled, and it is high time that we begin to properly address the needs of these children. We will need various expertise such as diagnosticians, occupational therapists, and the like within the ambit of the Ministry of Education and Culture to provide the much needed services to these students. I am calling on all members of the House of Assembly to join me in getting this issue fixed once and for all.
Minister Walwyn said his delegation also visited 2 primary schools in the UK, Applecroft and Fairlands Primary Schools, and organized to have BVI primary schools administrators to be twinned with those in the UK to gain from their knowledge and experiences. He said principals and assistant principals in local schools will benefit from a 1-month attachment to the UK institutions beginning in the Trinity term of this year.